Hello friends, welcome to our channel. The recent years have seen enormous growth in the popular battle royale genre, and no games have been more prominent than Player Unknown's battleground known as Pubg. It is probably known to everybody by now. 100 players enter a plane, landing on an island with the help of a parachute, empty-handed at first, with the ordeal to get guns and objects with the sole purpose of survival and killing the opponents. And that is where the fight begins. This is interesting for people when you think about how one would act in a comparable circumstances. Eat or be eaten. The game put the battle royale mode on the world map. But who is the founder of Pubg? What is the story of Pubg? How it became so successful? Let's know the success story. Brendan Green is the man behind Pubg. He was born in Ireland but moved to Brazil to work as a photographer and web developer. Amid his opportunity in the South American nation, he found his love and got married. Green wasn't in a great place in 2013. He was stuck in Brazil, where he moved in his early 30s with his wife, but their marriage ended in divorce. Scrapping by on the money he made from photographing weddings and designing websites, Green was trying to save enough to buy a plane ticket back home to Ireland. After his divorce, he has diverged his focus only on his career and has not got married again. As a part-time web designer, Green knew enough basic coding to experiment with his own mode games. He drew inspiration from a cult classic Japanese scientific film Battle Royale, in which high school students are dropped on an island, given weapons, and then forced to fight to the death. Green even named his first modes after the movie, which helped establish him as a creator of the now huge Battle Royale genre. Green's parents were really worried and that he was so focused on making free gaming modes and asked him if he was making any money from his hobby. Green told them, "There is a possibility I could get to make my own game someday. Will I have a career?" This was the only thought on Green's mind. In late 2014, after about 6 months of living with his parents and taking government welfare, a government welfare in Ireland given to those who don't have employment and also given to those who don't have family to take care, and that was given to Green. Green got a call from a company, and that company asked him to work as a consultant on a game called H1Z1, and that company was Sony Online Entertainment, now Daybreak Game Company. Sony asked Green to work as a consultant on a game called H1Z1. That very lucky break, Green was consultant for Sony for 2 years, but he was unhappy. He wanted to create his own games, so he soon left that organization. Months later, he sat on a plane to Seoul, and there was a South Korean company, Bluehole, that had been impressed by Green's ideas and thoughts on battle royale games. Bluehole wanted him as a creative director. In 2016, South Korean game company Bluehole reached out to Green about developing his own battle royale, which would become Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. The development of the game began in early 2016, and the game was completed and released in December 2017. The PC version of the game was an instant success due to the number it amassed. The game was released on mobile, PS4 and Xbox. 1 year later, Pubg has achieved significant success on all platforms. Within a year, the game had sold 50 million copies worldwide over PC and Xbox. On Steam's list of the most prominent games, Pubg is still on the top. But we all have a question about how Pubg became so successful. Battlegrounds brings drama and excitement into the game. The combo is what makes the game so interesting to watch. Regardless of any streamer's individual skill level, With each game you go through strong emotional moments. The nerves as footsteps creep into the house or the relief after successful combat. Ultimately, it isn't a spectacular game about winning or losing, but a series of narrative ordeals, most of which ended with a bullet or crossbow. Green now serves as the director of special projects at Pubg Corporation, and the game has sold over 50 million copies, while a mobile version has been downloaded by more than 200 million people. But he still works from 9 am to 5 pm most days and has a pretty regular life, he says. The success means I'm comfortable now. I can provide for my family, my 13-year-old daughter, and stuff, and they don't need to worry, Green says. 6 years ago, Brendan Green was 37, divorced, and making $300 a month. Today, he is a creator of the massively popular Battle Royale genre and one of its top games, PlayerUnknown Battleground, which brought in an estimated $1 billion in revenue. So this is the story of Pubg founder and Pubg. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more awesome videos.